here's one of the new scenes that are exclusive to Final Mix. And they don't have voice acting in them because they couldn't record the voices because the voice actors are too old now. Although they're doing that for 2.5 for some reason. Voices are completely different, so it's like, why would you do that? Where am I? Sora! Kyrie! There's only like 2 of these in here, and I think they're intentionally made quiet. So, I guess it's not that big of a deal. They don't add much to the game, really. Guess they just put it in there to make it worth buying again. It really doesn't.
Gosh, there's nobody here. Sure is.
Of course, I bought it again anyway, so whatever.
Excuse me, did the king send you?
Is that you, Rapunzel? Oh no, never mind. It's Eris or Aerith. But she's voiced by Mandy Moore, who also voices Rapunzel in Tangled, one of my favorite Disney movies. I love Tangled.
Come on, lazy bum. Wake up. You okay?
I guess.
Those creatures that attacked you are after the Keyblade. But it's your heart they really want. Because you wield the Keyblade.
I'm so glad that you're okay, Kyrie.
Kyrie? Who are you talking about? I'm the great ninja Yuffie.
Sora, did you eat the shrooms before anyone else
I think you might have
could?
overdone it, Squall.
That's Leon.
Yeah, he's obviously bleeding.
Keyblade. Yeah, we had to get it away from you to shake off those creatures. It turns out that's how they were tracking you.
It was the only way to conceal your heart from them. But it won't work for long. Still, hard to believe that you, of all people, are the chosen one. Well, I suppose beggars can't be choosers.
Why don't you start making sense? What's going on here?
The default faces are so
There are
ugly.
many other worlds out there, besides your castle in this town, right?
But
They get better about animating faces in the later games.
They've been secret, because they've never been connected. Until now. When the Heartless came, everything changed.
The Heartless?
The ones who attacked you, you remember?
Those without hearts.
The darkness in people's hearts. That's what attracts them.
And there is darkness within every heart.
Hey, have you heard of someone named Ansem?
No.
and Sam?
He was studying the Heartless. He recorded all of his findings in a very detailed report.
Gosh, can we see it?
Its pages are scattered everywhere.
Scattered?
Too many worlds.
Oh, then maybe the king went to find them.
Yes, those were my thoughts exactly.
We've got to find him, quick!
Red! First we need the key.
That's right.
It's funny, you don't see any more gags like that later in the series. Donald pulling the camera down.
The Heartless have great fear of the Keyblade. That's why they'll keep coming after you, no matter what.
Well, I didn't ask for this.
The Keyblade chooses its master, and it chose you.
So, tough luck.
How did all this happen? I remember being in my room. Wait a minute. What happened to my home? My island? Riku! Kyrie!
You know what? I really don't know.
Alright. Well, time for everyone's favorite internet joke. I've heard the Keyblade can open all sorts of locks. I'm wondering if I should make this the thumbnail of a video or not. People might hate me for it. Give it a try the next time you find a treasure chest or door lock. Oh boy. So when you talk to her, that gives you the ability to open this chest for some reason. I don't know why it's linked, but whatever. There's also a chest that appears when you attack this clock for some reason. I don't know. I don't see how you would figure all this out if it's your first time playing for the game, but whatever. I'm the type of person who likes to explore around and experiment with things, so I guess it was pretty easy for me to figure that out. Alright. Sooner or later, the Heartless will find you. You'd best prepare yourself. Prepare myself? To fight for your life. Are you ready? I'm ready. Yuffie, let's go join Aerith. She should be there by now with the other visitors. Leon!
Yuffie, go!
Yuffie!
Sora, let's go!
They were right next to each other. Couldn't they have heard each other? Don't bother with the small fry. Find a leader. Let's go. Alright.
Come on!
Ow. I keep pressing square thinking I'm going to dodge roll. That's kind of a dumb thing about this game, is that they don't give you your dodge and guard ability at the beginning of the game, and it's just dumb. I'm glad the other games fixed that. And scan. You don't get scan at the ability, and scan lets you see the enemy's HP, which is very helpful. Because otherwise you don't feel like you're doing anything to the enemies until they eventually die.
Come on!
Especially if you're not technically over-leveled like I am. So by this point you'll just be blindly attacking enemies and bosses especially. They should at the very least let you see the boss's health bar, because otherwise you just don't feel like you're making any progress. That's how I was the first time I played this game. And one thing they do fix in this version is that you get scanned a bit earlier, like you get it at level 9, whereas in the original version you get it at level 15. And that's with the stats I chose at the beginning. You probably get it later if you choose some different kind of stat. Or earlier. You probably get it earlier if you choose defense. Alrighty. Alright. More potions. Alright, green room. Is this the one we were staying in? Yeah, it was. Alright. Alright, so we need to go into the red room because there's a hidden treasure chest. Oh, hey, look! These enemies that I can't do anything about. Die. 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 Yeah, we can't do anything with those guys until later. They're technically friendly, so you cast certain magic spells on them and you get a reward for it. You get rewards that are actually synthesis items that go toward making the ultimate weapon at the end of the game, which I still haven't managed to do on this version. I did it on the PS2 version, but not this one. I don't really see a reason to. Except for the trophy, of course, but, you know.
Come on!
Alright. Alright, let's cut for this house over here. The 99 puppies were lost amid the chaos of their world's destruction. Find them in various worlds. How do you know they're not dead? Whatever. Alrighty. Sliding dash is so useful. Just saying you have to... I'm gonna have to unequip it after this to equip dodge roll. Though I could just switch to another save file where I have more AP. So, probably what I'm gonna do.
Come on! Come on!
Alright, now one thing I should mention, if you go up there, there's a door you can enter that'll take you inside this church, I mean gizmo shop, quote unquote. I mean, it looks like a church, so I'm gonna call it a church. Anyways, if you go in there, there's like a gauntlet of enemies that'll give you, that if you defeat all of them, you'll get like 100 experience out of them, so that's a good place to go for experience points. But otherwise, I'm just gonna go over here and progress with the story. Don't really know why I'm bothering to fight all of these guys when I'm just going to switch to another file later anyway, so...
Gosh, are these the Heartless guys?
Let's go get him to see.
The key!
I don't know why that's happening. That doesn't always happen when you're about to go in for your third attack on them and then they do that lunge attack. It's not supposed to always happen. Sometimes you're... I don't know. I'm guessing the game just wants to challenge me today. It's gonna be one of those runs. Alright, at least I'm not doing too much damage for early on in the game. So... Don't hit me. Ow. Great. Alright. One thing I should mention is that they recolored the enemies for this new version of the game, so... I mean, for Final Mix in general, because Final Mix did technically come out in like 2003 in Japan. It was Japan exclusive for some stupid reason, but yeah, whatever. Some of the recolors look stupid, like this one. I'll be quite honest, Scarred Armor in the original version looks much cooler, much more intimidating. Mainly because he has a darker color scheme. A lot of the enemies have. Some of the regular enemies. Ow. Thanks, Goofy. I got rid of that thing. Whatever. The regular enemies have darker color schemes, while the bosses have lighter color schemes. I'm like, shouldn't it be the other way around? Whatever. I'm just saying, this color scheme doesn't fit this boss at all. Like, there's even a point later on where there's actually a pink recolor of it, and even that looks better than this. It's like pink or purple. It's like a bright red purple. Ow. Alright. Well, it's almost dead anyway. And yes, they do all have very flashy deaths. Especially in Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 gets really flashy. It's actually pretty impressive what they could do with particle effects back on the PS2.
You were looking for me?
So,
They too have been seeking the wielder of the Keyblade.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
I wonder if I could find Riku and Kairi.
Of course.
Are you sure?
Who knows? But we need them to come with us to help us find the kid.
Donald's a liar.
Sora, go with them. Especially if you want to find your friends.
Yeah, I guess.
But you can't come along looking like that. Understand?
Oh.
No frowning, no sad face, okay?
Yeah, you gotta look funny, like us. Yup. Whoa.
Let's go ones on happy faces.
Happy? Jesus.
That's one funny face.
Okay, why not? I'll go with you guys.
Donald Duck.
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora.
All for one, one for all.
Whatever you say, dude.
That little squirt took down that Heartless. Who'd have thought it?
Such is the power of the Keyblade. The child's strength is not his own.
Why don't we turn him into a Heartless? That'll settle things quick enough.
You know, I can clearly see you. It's not that dark. At least on my screen it is.
You're no prize yourself.
It's actually a bit dark on the recording, so...
The Keyblade has chosen him. Will it be he who conquers the darkness? Or will the darkness swallow him? Either way, he could be quite useful.
Oh my god, it's the lady who had a mediocre movie a couple months ago. I say mediocre, it's like the first act of Maleficent was really good, the second act was really bad, third act was okay. Make sure you're blah blah blah. This is all pointless stuff. 500 money. I believe in the original version they only gave you 100. But I guess since there's probably more stuff here to buy, they want to give you more money to buy it. Gummy ship. Oh boy, gummy ship. Alright. You can't skip these, by the way. You can't skip the text box dialogue cutscenes for some reason. And now we have dodge roll. Oh, I see big adventures coming their way. Looks like it's up to me to keep track of it all in my journal. Alrighty. Journal. Journal always has this new symbol on it every time something gets updated in there. Nothing else has that in this game. And then in the later games, it's like news all the time, everywhere. It's annoying, actually. Anyways, you can come in here, you can catch up on the story and the characters. You'll also be able to see how many Trinity marks and puppies you found in the levels. So it's a good resource for that. My TV just lost signal for a second there. Oh, great. What's going on? My TV's going crazy. Okay. I hope that doesn't continue to happen. Okay. Hey, look at this mark. I wonder what it is. This is a Trinity mark, and right now, there are different colored ones, and right now we can only use the blue ones. We unlock the ability to use more of them later on in the game. Postcard. So, here's the thing, if you find all the Trinity marks and all the puppies, and I believe clear all the Coliseum matches and whatnot. Oh yeah, this is them talking about the puppies that we already know about. If you clear all of that, if you clear all the main story, like the main story from each world, if you do all of that, you unlock the secret ending. I believe that's all you have to do. I think it's just clear the main story in each world, and then get all the puppies and trinities, and then you unlock the secret ending. I don't think you have to go for all the secret bosses, or even all the tournaments, but I could be wrong. I believe on Proud Mode, the criteria for unlocking the secret endings is actually different. I believe if you do everything I said, you only unlock the secret ending from the original version of the game, not the final mix version. And then, if you do absolutely everything in the game, like absolutely 100% it, then you unlock the final mix secret ending. I don't know. The funny thing is, the game only shows one of them, it doesn't show both, and technically the final mix secret ending is a continuation of the original version's secret ending, so whatever. Come on, I gotta be able to get over there. We actually do get more movement abilities later on in the game, stuff like high jump and glide actually, which is very useful. Would be very handy here, but whatever. I know I'm able to get to this. Come on! Hold on, let me try something. This won't be enough, will it? Yeah, it will. What do you know, that's a lot easier than I thought it was. This is obviously a church, and they call it a gizmo shop. I hate when people censor religious stuff and kids stuff. Because it's like, it's obviously a church. Come on. It looks like a church. We're technically heading into the bell tower part of it, so I guess that's why it's called the gizmo shop. I don't really see a shop anywhere here, but whatever. It's a church. It has a bell at the top. It's a freaking church. Whatever. Alright. Alright, so I believe I'm just going to finish exploring this area, and then we're gonna go ahead and call it quits for today, maybe? I don't know. I might record a couple of levels. I can beat this game relatively fast, actually. Like, sometimes I'll just pop this game in, and then suddenly it's 4 hours later, and I'm like a third of the way through the game, so... What in the world? Okay, so with these headphones, I can hear that water fountain over there. I used to never be able to hear that, so... Actually, let's go stand by that waterfall in just a second, as soon as I pick up all the free money. Look at this. I know a lot of people who still don't know that this is here. Yeah, just a fun little Easter egg. Alright. Unlock the door so we can have a shortcut back here. I believe we got all the postcards we can get for right now. Alright. Cottage. That will restore all your health and MP. Mega Potion. Mega Ether. Mithril. Okay, that's all we've got right now. Alright. Well, I think that's enough for this recording section. So, in the next video we will be heading off to our hold on, there's still a Trinity Mark. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten everything yet. I am going to try and go for all of these. But if I do forget something, don't yell at me for it. Because I'll probably end up yelling at myself anyway, so... Alright. Now we can end the video, so... I'll see you guys next time when we venture into the next world. See ya.